football is a crazy game, and that is why we love the sport. That is why we love the game. You can never predict what could happen at any point in time. Who could ever imagine that Plymouth Hardie will beat Liverpool in the fourth round of the FA Cup? In my own opinion, I think before the game that Liverpool will eventually just trash this one, maybe 4-5 nil. But that I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Plymouth Hardie was in the bottom of the championship, with 25 points. They've scored 29 goals and they've conceded 63 goals so far this season, and nobody, absolutely nobody, will be able to predict that Plymouth Hardie will win against this Liverpool team. That's my own opinion. I can never predict that Plymouth will beat Liverpool. Not this high-flying Liverpool team. Do you understand? It was quite funny that they lost the game and eventually they are out of the Emirates FA Cup in the fourth round, which is quite unbelievable in my own opinion, because if you look at what Liverpool has done this season, you will never ever predict that Plymouth will beat Liverpool, no matter who they field. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit disappointed at the Liverpool players that represented Liverpool in this game, because I don't know what else they were doing that they could not really get a goal against this Plymouth team. And for me personally, I think the Plymouth players and their manager, everybody, they have their goalkeeper to thank, because he made some decisive saves which kept Plymouth in that game, most especially after they scored their goal from a penalty. What led to the penalty? Harvey Elliott obviously handled the ball inside the box, which is no doubt a penalty. I don't think anybody that's reasonable enough will ever doubt that kind of handball as a penalty, because his hands were all up in the air, and I think that ball is going nowhere. It wasn't even on target. The player was just only trying to flick the ball backward, and to the advantage of Plymouth, Harvey Elliott handled the ball, and that led to a penalty in the 53rd minute, which was converted by Hardie. Big up to them, because this will just be a boost for them, a boost of belief for them that they can actually go on to avoid relegation this season. Because if you look at where they are really at the bottom of the championship, and there is no way out for them. In my opinion, there is absolutely no way out for them. And if I'm to look at this Liverpool lineup, as I said earlier, I am disappointed. To be quite frank, I am disappointed. Their front three, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, and Federico Chiesa, which I think they are fantastic players. And according to what we see, Chiesa didn't perform up to expectation against this kind of team. And again, we have Wataruendo in the midfield. We have Harvey Elliott in the midfield. Yoni in the midfield as well, which is, I think, is from their academy. And we have Stimiskas, Gomez, Kwanzaa, and Makone. Then Kelleher was their goalkeeper. So I don't see a reason why this Liverpool team should not win against Plymouth. There's no excuse, in my own opinion. There is no excuse. And their performance against them is not good enough, despite the fact that they had the majority of the possession. They created a lot of chances, but as I said earlier, the Plymouth goalkeeper, I think he deserves to be the man of the match, in my own opinion, because he kept his team in that game. He kept them in that game. So I think they performed beyond expectation, beyond my own expectation. I would say beyond my own expectation against Liverpool, because they put their life on the line to make sure that they defended that one goal. The defenders, they also did their best to make sure that they kept Liverpool out. And, the opportunities that Liverpool do had on target, their goalkeeper was there to make sure that he made decisive saves to make sure that they kept Liverpool out. I'm impressed by Plymouth, to be honest. I am impressed, because you could have never imagined that a team who is bottom of a championship would beat a team who is at the top of the Premier League. So it's really, really funny, because that is just football. That is football. Football is very extremely funny, because I can't predict it. As I said, I cannot predict, and I cannot imagine that Liverpool will lost to Plymouth in this fashion. So for me personally, I still believe that Liverpool, they are a top team, no doubt, but the players that they used today, that the manager opted to use, just for them to have more playing time, especially in the FA Cup. But now they have dwindled their chances of even feature for Liverpool. Majority of them, I would say, they've dwindled their chances of even featuring for Liverpool, unless they have injuries. Unless they have injuries, that's the only time these players will be able to have some minutes in that Liverpool team. So for me personally, I still believe that Liverpool should have performed more than the way they perform. And if you look at the five stats translates to goals, I think Liverpool should have won. But if you look at the amount of possession that Plymouth had, they still had 10 shots overall, and they have 2 shots on target. And they have 2 shots on target. And for Liverpool, they had 14 shots and 4 shots on target with 75% possession. Can you imagine? 75 ball possession, and everything I'm seeing in this stat is just Liverpool. Do you understand? But it's there for the taking. But they were indecisive enough in the final third, and Plymouth were denying them opportunities, which I think it is a brilliant performance from Plymouth's goalkeeper's perspective, but it is an horrible performance for Liverpool players, most especially their forward players. Even Nunes came on, he had a beautiful header at goal, which was safe. It was a very close. It was a very close one inside the 16-yard box, and their goalkeeper they saved it. So for me, I think it is a brilliant outing for Plymouth again in the FA Cup fourth round, because they dumped Liverpool out. So I think from this point onward, Liverpool will know that yes, of course, it's not as if they are too special to be beaten, because they've really done well throughout this season with what they've done in the Premier League and in Champions League so far. And this loss is just like another wake-up call for them that they still need to buckle up. And I think going forward, their manager in the summer will be looking at disposing some of these players, because these are the players he met when he came into Liverpool, and the only addition he made to this Liverpool team is just a goalkeeper and Federico Chiesa, which I think was a good addition. But with what Federico Chiesa plays today, I think he will still spend a whole lot of time on the bench. So these are the things I observed from the game. If I just come back on this for the very first time, please do us to like, share, subscribe. And if you are already there, please kindly smash the like button and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I will see you in another episode. And bye for now.